if he is real, I don't want anything to do with him because he's not a kind God. And and so I became just this bitter, very angry atheist. And not only that, but I was very, very against Christianity specifically as a faith. I think because it was something that I was familiar with and had kind of grown up in and around, and so I felt betrayed by this God specifically, you know. And this deep hurt and this deep anger, it fueled this militant, angry atheism. But like looking back on it, I don't actually think I ever, disbelieved in God, because God is so apparent. You know, God is so apparent. You just look around you, and it's so obvious that there's a creator. But I think it was an anger, and I think. Yeah, I think I was really too young to comprehend the issue of suffering, and even now it's something that I am, and a lot of Christians struggle with. But so that was the beginning of some very, very difficult years for me. You know, where I struggled with depression. I struggled with my mental health severely. I had episodes of mania. It was very, very difficult and very bitter, very unkind, and I indulged in, especially at a young age, a lot of things that I shouldn't have been indulging in. And shortly after I had this surgery, I met my friend Josiah, who has a disability, and he at the time was in a wheelchair. And I met him at a flash mob, obviously, back to the music kind of thing. But I met him there, and he was in a wheelchair, but he was the happiest person I had ever seen. And it made me really angry because I had just learned how to walk again. I was in pain all the time when I was walking, and I saw this guy in a wheelchair, and he was just radiating joy. And I found it so intriguing and so frustrating at the same time, because I was like, how does this guy that is physically worse off than me have this joy that I don't have in his circumstance?